Kiehls again, and this is another video for Vlogmas, and it's a little bit of a late one because I already missed World AIDS Day and I really wanted to put this up on World AIDS Day, but things have been so hectic I haven't been able to. But it's still really cool because we can still discuss the importance of raising awareness for HIV and AIDS in the world. So basically it's a little bit of an unboxing. I don't know if you know anything about Klout. It's like a social media platform measurer. It kind of measures how much you do on social media, and it gives you like a score, and people can go on there. They can give you like I think it's called like a K, and they might say, oh, you're brilliant at blogging, and give you one for that. And then they might say, oh, you're such an expert in film, and you know, and you get like expert topics and stuff. And I've been on there for a while now, obviously with blogging. And you don't have to be a blogger. You can go on there if you just use social media a lot, which in this day and age, let's face it, we do, which is great because it's a great way to raise awareness. And so companies go on there and they'll do this thing called a Klout Perk. And this is actually my first one. I've been on there about a year and this is the first time I've had it. So don't go rushing on there just to get the Klout Perk if that's what you're after, because it might not work out like that. But it's a fabulous one, to be honest with you. It's actually from Kiehls. And it's a face cream. I believe it's a face cream. It's a cream anyway. And it's in conjunction with MTV and Tiny Temper to raise awareness for World AIDS, which I think is a great way to do it. It's great that they've banded with skincare and things, because the winter you need to look after your skin more, but also it means you can talk to people about who might not have discussed these things before, but still in a fun way where you can also see something as well. So I'm just going to do a little bit of an unboxing for you with this and a first impressions. And while we're doing that, we'll talk about the importance of raising awareness for AIDS and HIV in the world, which it might be something that you think that isn't really important anymore because it was big in the 80s and 90s. There was loads of money raised and people think it just goes away, but it doesn't work like that, especially in countries with less money like Africa. Is quite high in, where people don't have the awareness or the capability of getting contraception like we do. We take for granted that we can just go to the shop or a family planning centre and get condoms or things like that to stop HIV and AIDS spreading, but it still happens right here in the UK as well, because people, again, they're not aware of it. And so the companies like working around the world with charities to get that awareness out there and get people, you know, really looking after themselves a bit more and getting aid to the countries that need it. And I think that's so important. So first, let's talk about the cream. So it came in this gorgeous box. I really wasn't expecting it to come like this. I thought it was just going to be a little pot or something, just a little sample. And it came so beautifully wrapped and like with this bow on here, and it just looks so beautiful. Okay, and I'm not going to lie, I have looked in it already and I've seen lots of bloggers who have got this perk already have a look. So you just open it by taking the ribbon off like that, and you can just put it back on and keep reusing it. And then when you open it up, oh, got things come flying out. This is like a pamphlet that tells you all about it. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But you open it up and you get this. So you've got the ribbon, which raises awareness, which is really important. You get a badge which talks about Kiehls gives an MTV staying alive, and then you actually get the cream as well. So it's a full size huge sample. We'll have a look at that in a second. And then it's just full of like little worms and things. I'm going to be putting this somewhere and wearing it with pride, because I always make sure I've got ribbons, because a lot of people might think wearing a ribbon or something like that doesn't really make a difference, but when you buy a ribbon, some of that money goes to the charity as well. And not only that, it's a conversation starter. Someone might ask you about it, or if people know about it and they can see people wearing about it, they might think to themselves, wow, a lot of people are wearing this ribbon. Maybe it's something that I should really look into a little bit more or ask them about. And that's something that's a good thing, and that's really important. So we've got something here. I haven't got great eyes, so I'm just going to read that. And it says, Kiehls began in New York in 1851. For more than 160 years, we have served our customers the finest formations for their skin and hair, developed with the most advanced technologies and natural activities. Well, it's great, actually. So look how good quality the box is as well. Yeah, so that's brilliant. And then the cream itself is actually an ultra-facial cream, which is Greenland's first Ascent 24 everyday hydrating formula with extracts of glacial plants and things like that. So that sounds good. So let's have a look at it. And again, Tiny Temple was involved in this, which is great because I guess he's popular and it's going to make more kids aware of this as well.
What is it?
It's a cream. It's a face cream. To raise awareness for World AIDS Day.
Do garage music and face cream go together?
Well, it's all about people who might not have been aware of something that's reaching different people, isn't it? Yeah. So it's quite a thick cream.
Does Tiny Temple use it?
I don't know. I wonder if he does actually.
Is it a unisex cream? Could I use it?
Yeah, it is a unisex cream. Anyone can use it. It's just looking after your skin. Really, it actually feels really nice. You can come and try it if you want to.
Well, bugging me. I think I just might.
Oh, it doesn't really smell of anything important, but it feels hydrating. If you want to rub that in a bit yourself, I'm so lazy.
Massage my hand. I've got a real urge to go with Tiny Temper.
I don't think it's supposed to be raising awareness for Tiny Temper. It's supposed to be raising awareness for Africa and, well, just AIDS around the world. So let's have a quick read of this. I don't know if you want to come and read this for us.
No, I'm good.
No, okay.
I'll keep out of it. I only came to get my beer. I'm going now.
So basically, £2 from each purchase of the Kiehls cream will go to the charities which are helping out with the AIDS awareness. And Tiny Temper is an ambassador for this as well, which we've just spoke about. And MTV's Staying Alive Foundation, Chasing Zero UK case studies. You've led to HIV awareness project based in Oxford, so I told you it happens right here in the UK as well. More than you think. So they're thinking of inventive ways of reaching students, like selling ice creams at universities and music festivals and combining it with information about HIV and safe sex. And recruit and train student ambassadors from universities across the country. And in total, Chasing Zero aims to reach over 25,000 students in the UK. And students, let's face it, that's a big issue with safe sex. A lot of students will go in their first year, will go on freshers, and a lot of people are having sex for the first time. Believe it or not, a lot of people aren't having sex till that quite late, or it's the first time they become promiscuous when they come into university. And then obviously with such a close quarters of people, it can get spread around quite quickly, and safe sex is important anyway, and it's something I'm quite passionate about. As having been a youth worker for over 10 years, I think safe sex is something that is vital to talk about. Okay, so if you think HIV isn't an issue anymore, 2 million new HIV infections happened in 2014. 2 million in this day and age when we've got awareness and contraception. That shouldn't be happening anymore, so we need to keep spreading that and making people more aware. So AIDS is the #1 cause of death in adolescents in Africa and #2 globally, and nearly 50% of people living with HIV are unaware of their HIV status. And not only is it about raising awareness to help people not contract HIV, but also raising awareness for people who have got HIV and AIDS, and that people still don't have a great awareness of that, and they think that if they have a cup of tea from someone, they're going to all of a sudden get AIDS, and it's ridiculous how many people still believe that today. So spread awareness.
There's a lot of outdated stigmata about AIDS.
There totally is. It's still there, because when I worked as a refugee support worker, I also worked on the HIV team as well, which worked in supporting people in the community who did have HIV, and a lot of the time that was the hardest thing for them, is facing what other people thought about it. It's not hard enough if you're already suffering from something that is a killer disease. Really having to put up with people like that again is worse. So the cream itself is actually really good. It's hydrating. It's not it doesn't smell really fancy or anything, but it does feel like it does your skin really good.
My hand feels great.
Neil's hand feels great. So I can't really tell you about it being on your face, because like I said, I've not used it. I mean, I'll report back in the future, but first impressions is it's a pretty decent cream. And if you're going to go and spend a lot of money on a cream anyway, you might as well get one that's going to give money to charity as well. Okay, so brilliant. So go buy some Kiehls, which we'll give to AIDS, just by doing something that you're going to help anyway.
You're going to look good, you're going to feel good. Why are you doing it right now? Get out and buy it.
Exactly. There you go. You've been told. So by just helping something that's in your normal skincare routine, you'll be raising awareness and spreading the good word. Okay, thank you and goodbye.